All right, welcome to another Spirit Island stream. This is going on YouTube eventually. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. I'll be around. I'm streaming noon pretty much every weekday. Feel free to stop by, hang out, and play some games with me. I think next week I'm going to try a new game and see what can... there's a new game out called Neota that I'm really excited about. It's that old... the sand simulation, but on steroids. It's ridiculous. So it looks really neat, and I might pick that up and see what I can do with it. All right, so this is we're playing with Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares and Shadows Flicker Like Flame. Shadows is one of the spirits that is considered the weakest, but what we're doing this game is going to just try to go full on fear. We're going to scare the crap out of him and never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. So generally what we want to focus on is getting fear powered up so that it can play tons and tons of really good cards. And so I'm going to be focusing on getting some major powers pretty early so that I can find the fear and just not stop. Keep in mind that whenever, if you're not familiar with the game, Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares has a special rule that your powers can never cause damage. So if it ever says deal the X damage, it deals the damage, but it doesn't actually deal the damage. So you can never destroy things except your own presence. If your powers would ever destroy or deal enough damage to destroy any invader, you generate a certain amount of fear. Generally, you do deal an amount of fear normally, but fear deals more. And so instead of dealing 1 fear for destroying a town and 2 fear for destroying a city, it's 2 fear for a town and 5 fear for a city. So it is incredibly good if you can max out just dealing a ton of damage to a city, because you can get tons and tons of fear cards very, very quickly. So what you'll probably see me doing is focusing on pushing all things into one land and then just like devastatingly strike down at one of them so that they can, kill everything. All right, so to go over other things here, spirits may yet dream. Because we focus so hard on fear, this power lets us get a little bit more knowledge about what's going to happen during the fear card draw. So we'll be able to see what fear cards are coming up and plan accordingly. So that's just good. And then just a ton of innate fear abilities here, which is just good. And all of the hand feeds into this. So you can see, if you play most of the cards here, you're going to get at least level 2 of this, pretty much in any combination here, because all of them provide moons, and you need at least one of these guys and one of these guys. So it's, if you play this and this, you get it. If you get this and this, you get it. There's a lot of synergy with Night Terrors. So you just need to be in a land with invaders, which is generally not too difficult for this spirit. Shadows Flicker Like Flame is another really great spirit if you know how to use them properly. So the key here is that there's a power spike here after unleashing the second level of your thing. So you start getting 3 energy per turn. But on the downside, you're focusing on this too much, you're going to be doing 1 card play for forever. So you really want to be able to get up to at least 2 card plays early, so that you can feed into this power right here. You want 3 card plays per turn. So what you're probably going to see me do is grabbing this growth option up here, which lets me, you can't really see it due to the subscriber goal. I can make that a little smaller. Or I can just move it up here. There we go. There we go. So if we are going to do the top one here, it's 3... up to 3 away, which is very far, and you get 3 energy, which is basically a substitute for doing this. We take a hit for not getting power cards, but early game, again, we have plenty of options to be able to get this going. Also, you'll note that all of these are moons, so if one of these spirits picks up Elemental Boon, then it's only good for both of them. So it's really great. The other thing is that this pairs really well with Bringers of Dreams and Nightmares, because look at all of the latent fear generation that are just on the cards themselves. This is a spirit. A lot of people are like, oh, you can kill a lot of explorers. Yes, you can. But the core of this spirit is really about dealing tons and tons of fear very, very quickly. I mean, if we look at the spirit panel, the back of this, like, people ignore this. Eric Royce, who designed this, said that it might be good to bump this up to 1 if you're playing with a tabletop version, just so that it balances out a little bit. This is definitely the weakest of the core spirits. And whenever you use a power, I can pay 1 energy to target a land with Dahan, regardless of the range. So as long as you have a Dahan in that land, then you're all set to go. Hey, Subversive, thanks for coming in. We're playing a fear game today. That's what we're doing. All right, so let's get going here. So key thing here is I want to get this, the Bringer, up to power and get major powers for him. And the key here is I probably want to, because honestly, you're going to only be playing 2 card plays unless you focus really heavily on this, or you have a good spirit that lets Bringer put out a lot more presence. So generally, I stick to 2 card plays because 2 card plays is a lot, and generally, like, there are other ways that you can pick up. If you get to this spot right here, you can start flexing into more elements with the 2nd level of Spirits May Dream. So there's a lot of flexibility built into this. So first things first, let's go ahead and start building up our energy. I think this is honestly the best way to go. And I am playing on level 0 of Brandenburg Prussia, so that just means that on level 2 Explorers, we're going to get an extra town in a land without a town. So we get to choose where it goes, but that's what's going to happen. So where do we need to focus on here? Again, I can't see land number 8 yet, and I kind of want to make sure I can see that. It's only jungles right now, so Bringer can see this. Bringer can't see this. So I think jumping into land number 7 is probably the best idea, because there's a Dahan here, there's a Dahan here, so there's a lot of great power spikes here. So I'm definitely going to plop that down there. Also, we get an innate air here. So any card we play right now, note that every single one of our cards has a moon. Any one of them is going to give us the first level of Night Terrors, as long as we're in a land with invaders. Are we? No, we aren't. Oh, maybe we should actually do... We want to be able to do Night Terrors. This is an important thing. So I'm actually going to go into land number 6, because I want to be able to target a land with invaders. All right, and what's this baby boy going to do? I think we're going to just focus on early energy generation and getting out a bunch of... getting card plays. So I think I'm going to come over to land number 6. Just actually, I don't really need to be in land number 6. I think land number 8 is better, because again, keep in mind that shadows flicker like flame. They can target a land with Dahan regardless of the power's range. So I can target this land perfectly fine. I can target this land perfectly fine. I'm already in this land. This land I'm in, but there are no Dahan. So again, I'm able to see almost every single land regardless of what's going on here. Okay, so shadows, you need some fear cards, more fear cards. Again, we're going to try to go for a fear victory this game. We're going to just ignore everything else. Ooh. Hello. Check that out. Now, this doesn't give us a lot of the things we need, so we want moons and fires for the most part. None of these are moons, so I'm just immediately drawn to the ability to defend 6. Or I could grab this, because we did pull a jungle. So this is what I'm seeing here is this hand is going to be fodder for a major power later on, because none of these cards really power myself up. And I don't really want to take this early because it adds a blight, and there's not a ton of towns on the board. If we were playing a higher level of adversary, this card is actually really good, because tons of towns come out and you can destroy tons at once, which is really good. You add a blight, but like, it's worth it for all the fear you generate. I think I'm going to grab Drift Down into Slumber, mostly because of the 0 cost. This is a better defend card, but it requires a Sacred Site. This is within 2 of anywhere, and it at least defend 1. So Shadows is really good at killing Explorers. So that means that basically what's going to be left is a town in a land. If an Explorer goes in, a town gets built, I can very easily, with Shadows, kill that Explorer very, very, very easily. But then I have a town left over that's going to ravage. But defending 1 is good enough, generally, for the town to not ravage. So this is actually, I think, a pretty good option. And especially if we get the next Explorer Sands. Oh my gosh, this card just became extra valuable. This is already pretty valuable just because we have a build in jungle that's coming up. So I'm going to pick Drift Down. Oh, this was for Fear. Wait, what? 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 Oh, this is for... Oh, Bringer of Dreams. I need to read things. I need to read things. All right, so same basic principle here. Because we need moons and air instead of moons and fire. I mean, darn. I think we're in the same boat here, unfortunately. Well, I mean, honestly, Drift Down into Slumber is not bad, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay, and now... Oh, that's right, because we did gain energy for this guy. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh, no. Hey, everyone, if you're just joining us, we're playing a Fear game. We're trying to go for a Fear victory this time. We're doing some weird combos just to see if we can pull it off. I'm hopefully going to be able to pull this off. We'll see. All right, what do we need to play first? So we've got this ability to just kill a town and move it away, and push up to 2 Dahan with it. Here, let's... What's the problem here? So we've got this. This is a problem. This is a problem also. So I kind of like being able to play Predatory Nightmares here just so that I can kill the town that shows up in land number 4. And there are no Dahan here, unfortunately, which wouldn't help me do anything. So I'm going to try to focus on pushing everything into land number 2 and then just murdering it eventually. With a major power from Shadows and just deal a ton of fear all at once. So I think that's a good option for play number 1. And I think Gathering Dahan is probably not a bad idea here. Or... No, I still can't do this one because I need to have a land with Dahan. So next turn I'm going to plan on playing this one. And something else. I need to play either of these two. I think this is probably the best. Yeah. I'm just gonna... I just need to gather Dahan into the right places. Kind of want to get him off the coast. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do there. All right, what do we got over here? So problem area is over here. I'm less concerned about this because if I play this ability, if I have 2 moon and a fire, I can gather an explorer, so I'm not concerned about this at all. And again, I'm going to try to focus on pushing everything towards the coast. That's just general good play for Spirit Island. So what do we got here? Play cards. So Ravaging doesn't really matter. But I want to play either Crops Wither and Fade or Mantle of Dread. I kind of like this option because this would let us replace a town and also deal 2 fear. And the reason for that, again, I need to play at least one. I want to get to first level of the innate power here so that I can gather an explorer out of a jungle. Good relevant time of day. What, getting scared? I mean, this is Halloween time. I mean, fear all day, every day. Gathering Dahan is not a bad idea. And also the ability to deal 3 extra fear is probably good. Will I be able to do that? I think so. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to play this card and this card. So Favors Call Due and Crops Wither and Fade. So I might be able to replace the town that shows up here or here. It really depends. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. All right. The idea is next turn, play Concealing Shadows, which Dahan take no damage from Ravaging Invaders. So I can just wipe out a ton of things that Ravage with Dahan. Even though it's going to Blight, it's just going to the Han are just going to murder the invaders afterwards. And also it pairs well because next turn I'll also be able to trigger the first level of my innate power here. So that's also pretty good. All right. I think we're good with playing powers here. Okay. So Dreams of the Dahan. So I want to gather Dahan, and I need to figure out where I want to put him. But we can definitely do Night Terrors right now. I'm not going to be able to get an extra moon this turn, unfortunately. I would love to be able to do that. I really need that extra moon. Eventually I can get up to here. Again, getting to this spot right here is really important because hitting the second level. Hey, Seamus, I think I have it set so that the moderator blocks all links right now. I will see what I can do to disable that for future ones, but if you want to, you can like post with like spaced out to things if people want to copy it in. If you post a link though, it will just block it though. I'm hesitant to just allow links because people do that. People are dumb. Bots are dumb rather. Bots are dumb. Should really be input there. Okay, so let's turn a fear card face up here. And let's see what the first one is. Invaders do not explore into lands with at least 2 Dahan. So having 2 Dahan in lands is a good thing eventually. Gather up to 2 Dahan. So where do we want to gather? Again, we want to make sure that we have Dahan in lands. Probably we want to have it in land number 5 so that they don't explore into here. And also it gets the Dahan into a space with my stuff. And what is that link? Can you just... Oh, that's the link to the Handelabra. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we're just going to deal 2 fear here. And because it has a land with invaders. Got it. Okay. So we're already at 2 fear. This is good. And again, I want to pull... Where do I want to pull? So another option next turn is to grab land, the third one here and try to get lucky with land number 2. Because we could possibly, with Crops Wither and Fade, replace the town that's here with an Explorer and then target this land and just murder it with our Darkness Swallows the Unwary. That's a way that we could go, but the deck, I don't think it has very many moon and fire. So like this one has one. Oh, that's, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 out of 32. 5 out of 32. What is that? That's 1 out of... I can't math. Oh my gosh, I need to math. What is math? 5 divided by 32. That's 5... Oh, it's 5:30 seconds. Duh. 15% chance of getting something. So it's 15... It's a 15% chance of drawing into it. So it's 1 in 6. So it's about a 50-50 shot that I'll get a card in one of the packs that has a moon and a fire. So, and the decision that I'm trying to make is, do I move this Explorer out or do I move this Explorer out? And, it could go either way. Because I'm definitely going to be getting a new card next turn with the growth option for him, but I need to decide right now what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Or I can still do it here. Can I? Yeah, I can still do it. I can still... Oh, no, it has to be in the land where I am. So I'm going to let this build. So I'm going to gather this one into there. I'm kind of going against my gut instinct here, but like the chances of drawing a minor power with both moon and fire is, I feel, kind of nice. I feel like that's actually a thing that we could play around with. So we'll see what goes on here. Wetlands. That was not a good draw. I did not want to see that. I kind of wanted to see sands. Oh, well, okay. So I might... Ooh. Do not like. All right, so I'm still going to play around with this idea of not blighting again here. So I'm definitely going to trigger this one. Deal 1 and 2 fear here, and when you kill an invader using any invader using Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, you have to push this one into an adjacent land. Basically, they just picked up the town and left. That doesn't happen with cities, though, so we'll play around with that later. Cities can never move. There are very few spirit powers that allow a city to move. In Jagged Earth, there's a lot of things that can do crazy shenanigans like that, but especially with the hummingbird. Oh my gosh! Eventually, I'm gonna have to have a setup here so that I can actually have a live setup, and I'll do a live play top down on with the hummingbird and see if I can make that work. That spirit is ridiculous and mind-bending in ridiculousness. So yeah, the major powers. I don't know if there are any. There are spirit the things that let you remove them, but I don't think there's any in the base game that let you move anything there. Yeah, I know the tabletop simulator is good, but I'm not a huge it's so finicky, and I like to be able to have the control of doing things. Yeah, I don't think there are any in the base game that let you move cities. Yeah, just replace. Yep. I've been playing with Jagged Earth a lot, so it's... Oh, there might be one in Branch and Claw, yeah. In the base game, though, I don't think there's anything that lets you move cities. Which is a bummer for Ocean. All right, so let's see here. We've got Crops Wither and Fade. Again, I'm going to try to hit this right here. And I'm going to make this into a Explorer. So now we have 2 Explorers there. And Favor's called Dew. We're going to gather up to 4 Dahan. And now that we don't need to really worry about this one here. Up to 4 Dahan. I think I'm going to leave this Dahan right here so that I could potentially move it into here soon. So I kind of want to move it into here. And I want invaders are present and Dahan now outnumber them 3 fear. So I definitely want to gather into here. And I'm going to gather this one from the coast. Finish gathering. Ocean can nom cities, but Ocean literally needs to be in the land where the city is. It can't pull the city into itself. Causes a tsunami. All right, so again, I want to focus on this little boy right here. I just remembered something bad, though. Well, let's see what happens here. Ah, shoot, I need to... No, I want to gain the power first before I reveal what's going on here. No, I'd have to play 3. I think I need to do this. Because if I want to reach the 3rd level here, it needs to be this. But I just thought, now it's going to be a little bit scary because I think only one... This one costs an energy. This one costs an energy. This is one. Oh, this reduces it about a 25% chance. I basically need this one, or this one to do the 3rd level. But let's see what we get. Maybe we'll get lucky. We did not get lucky. We definitely want... What do we want here? Probably a fast power. Each Dahan deals 1 damage to a different invader. This is not bad. And also lets me... This gives me options to do with the Dahan. So I think this is the right option to do. More things... Again, Shadows is all about Dahan movement. So the more that we can do that, the better. I'm just going to drop this in here so that I can have a Sacred Site. All right. What are we doing here? Are we going to gain a major power? No, I think we're going to just gain some energy this turn and play some low-cost powers and save it for next turn. Yep. So I can defend 4 for here. Again, this is really great here. This is just lets me defend 4, and both of these will die, which is very, very good. Oh, this is a way to get a major power without having to... So, okay, yeah, this is definitely what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to continue my way of doing this. I want to be in land number 4 so that I can see land number 2 eventually. And I'm going to defend, and I'm going to call on Midnight Dreams. And I'm going to gain a major power, and I'll be able to gain some energy from this too. So I can start playing some pretty major powers next turn. And what are we playing with you? We can play all 3, and no, we can't. We can only play 2 because we didn't get the energy we needed. All right, we can still gather this explorer out. This is like our backup plan. So we could. I knew I was going to be able to pull the explorer out. I was hoping I could kill both of them with a second innate level here. But sometimes it's just not what's going to happen. So at this point, though, now that we can play 3 cards per turn, we can start going up the energy track rather than going on the card plays. I really needed to get to this 3rd card play, though. That was really important. All right. Okay, do I want Veil of the Night's Hunt, though? I could just quickly kill this so I don't have a problem with it later. I don't really have defense with this guy. I think I need to play this, but just get a fear. That's it. Because they're only ravaging here, and I'm not going to even let them ravage. So, yep. I'm playing this strictly for the moon. That's really why I'm playing this. This one just has to wait. I think this is a better one just because it gets 2 fear, and I can push both of the town and the explorer that show up here or here actually. I might want to push them out of here and just try to find a defend card later. Yeah, this is definitely the card I want to play though. Okay, let's go. All right, so defend 4 up to here. We're going to do that, defend 4, and we're going to do this one. So gaining a major power, I'm looking for big damage. I like this, again, especially because I'm going to be targeting this land. This is really good because it's 3 fear plus 5 damage, which will let me kill both of those. That's 5 fear, that's 2 fear, so that's 10 fear total for playing this one card. That's very good. That's very good. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to forget Call on Midnight Stream. That allows me to just get this going next turn. Oh, I can play it right now? Wait, whoa, what? Oh, that's right. I could play it right now. So the benefit to doing that is I could actually kill this entire thing before it ravages. I mean, I would ravage it myself, but because next turn it wouldn't ravage. This is a very good option, actually. I would cause myself to get destroyed, but there's some really interesting... No, what I'm saying is it'll build a city here. And so it'll have a city and a town, so I can actually... Oh, but no, a city... I can't move a city. I could play it now, or I could play it later. I can probably save it for next turn, so I can actually play both cards. I think that's the way to go. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to neglect to play that one. Okay. So finish playing cards. Concealing Shadows. I'm going to just... Again, this does do me a fear, so that's great. But what I want to do is gather this Explorer into there so that this is not going to ravage. Okay. Invaders do not explore into a land with at least 2 invaders. So they're... sorry, explorers, rather. So let's see what we get. Because we do have a decent amount, and sands and mountains. So please show me sands. I want to see sands here. Ah! So in land numbers, no explorers happen on this land. This is awesome. Yes. Okay, that was good. That was very good. Okay, so this one I can push. So I'm going to target myself. So I'm very scurry. So I'm going to cause 2 fear. And target spirit may push 1 explorer and 1 town from one of their lands. Again, I'm giving up on land number 2. I don't really care about it. Eventually, I'll be able to maybe bring the Mr. Fear over and murder this. That would be great. So I'm going to do this, and this allows me to, from this land, I can push this explorer into here and this town into here. Again, clearing out this land completely. Okay. Huh. So I have a problem here. I only have possibly 1 energy coming in. This is a problem area right here. This is my blight. Oh no. So again, this is really good. I think I'm gonna continue trying to go for, like, I have a really good major power now. This is phenomenal. So it might be good for me to continue trying to go for this. Or I could, or I could do this. I kind of want to make another sacred site right here so that I can see 2 away with Pillar of Living Flame on land number 2 here. Oh, you can presence and grab a card. Yeah, I know, but I'd only be getting 1 energy. Is it worth it though? Probably. Yeah, probably. And just hope for a defense card. Yeah, that's good. Again, I'm going into land number 1 because there's no Dahan here, so it makes it harder for me to target it. Minor power, and show me a 0 costing fear or something. No, that's not going to do it. Ugh, darn. Because this doesn't have any... Oh, but this is 0 costing. Push up to 3 Dahan. Ooh, this might work. This might work in concert. Nope, there's only 1 Dahan next to it. Darn. Okay, so what I was considering was, can I... Wait, no. No, this will work. I can push up to 3 Dahan from that, and then I can push 1 town out. Yeah, that works. Okay, yeah, this works. Excellent. So I can play both of these. I'm not going to be able to use my innate ability, but I feel like that's actually really good. So what's going to happen is I'm going to push this town, this Dahan into this land, and then push this town over into land number 7. It's just going to go a flip flop, and so that's only going to happen there. Alrighty. All right, Shadows. What are we doing here? Do we want to gain a power card? Because we can at this. We're not going to be able to play 3 at a time. So if we gain a power card, we'd probably want. Probably go for a major right now, just to put in our back pocket. Again, I want multiple majors, and just I'm going to be leveling up this so I can get tons of energy per turn, so I can play multiple majors. And I'm already sitting pretty high right now. Yeah, let's do that. So again, Moon also unlocks the ability for us to start doing the third level of our, the second level of our innate ability. Again, I want to make a sacred site here so I can see further. I am in the land with invaders, so night terrors will go off. And let's gain a major power. Show me fear. I mean, Talons of Lightning is also very good too. But it's worse than it's fast. That's why it's good. It is fast. So it's basically the same thing as Pillar of Living Flame, but it has slightly more restrictive targeting. It is fast. It does give us a moon, which is good because we're always looking for moons. There are some good options here. I like Vengeance of the Dead too. That's very good. Yeah, it doesn't. But it only can. So it doesn't blight, but it can only be in mountains and wetlands. Pillar of Living Flame can go anywhere. It's just if it's in a jungle or wetland, it adds a blight. But Talons of Lightning is really good. Oh, I need to go take a pie out of the oven. I will be right back. Please hold on. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry, I was making some pumpkin pie. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. It looks so good. I actually made it myself. It's great. I didn't no store-bought nonsense. It's like condensed milk and well, I mean, I didn't make the condensed milk, but you get it. I mixed the ingredients myself. I put it together. It's pie. It's autumn. It's October. It's spooky time. Speaking of spooky time, let's get back to spooky time. So, Vengeance of the Dead. I don't think this is a very good card for Fear because, let's go back to this. If your powers would destroy, do this instead. So, it doesn't actually destroy anything. So this is very bad for Mr. Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares. I think Talons of Lightning is the right pick here. And what do we get rid of? I think we get rid of Predatory Nightmares, because at this point, we're dealing a lot more damage with other things. And this is not super helpful for us for our innate powers. We're missing that, the air symbol, so... We don't innately get an air symbol. Also, it's 2 energy for a 2 damage spell. It's not very good. Okay, so we're only getting 1 fear here, unfortunately. All right. Well, I just realized something. I'm going to play both of these and do it here because it is a wetland, so I can do it here. Why not? Also, we're not dealing a blight, which is great. And also, I can defend here. So I actually do all... I get my cake and eat it too. I get my pie and eat it too. It's a joke because pie. All right. So I think we're good here. Obviously I can't play. I have another card play, but I don't have cards to play. So finish playing cards. So we're gonna go ahead and target this land and make a fear. And at this point, I don't think I really care about the top fear card. What I do care about is the next one. So I don't want to reveal this one. I want to reveal this one because I'm going to get this one. I can't really react to it. Not that well. Or should I? I mean, I already know what I'm doing this turn, so it's probably better for me to know what's going to happen in future turns. So I'm going to reveal this one. And this will be in fear level 2. Each player chooses a different land in chosen lands. Gather up to 2 Dahan, then 1 damage. If. Oh, only 1 damage. It's only 1 damage, though. Okay, so that's fine. All right, cause more fear here for more defense. And then murder everything. I'm also dealing 5 damage. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. All right, so I'm dealing 5 damage. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, I guess I should have revealed the 3rd level. I got 2 fear cards. So much for that plan. I forgot just how much fear Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares deals when he kills a city. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna just push you to the coast. Holy crap. That was so much fear. Wow, okay. Let's come back down here and deal with this land here. Okay, so we're gonna follow the same thing here. So this is really cool. So depending on the situation, these 2 cards are really well paired together. So this lets me push 1 explorer or town per Dahan, or push 1 Dahan. This one lets me immediately deal damage. So, but it's all different invaders. So if there's a ton of explorers, this is great. But this also allows me to push a bunch of Dahan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this I'm going to push up to 3 Dahan. I'm going to push this over here. And then this call to isolation, I push 1 town into land number 7 so that this is not going to ravage anymore. Well, it's going to ravage, but this explorer will just die. All right. Each town destroys 1 explorer in its land. Each city destroys 2 explorers in its land. Oh, wow, that was a good one. Okay, each player chooses a different land in chosen lands. Gather up to 2 Dahan. If okay, so okay, so they're going to build in sands. But last turn we managed to prevent them from exploring anywhere on board B. So this is the land that I want to definitely gather into. So I'm going to gather this, one of these, up to 2. I could gather up to 2. Do I want to gather 2? I don't think I want to gather 2. I'm going to finish gathering. I only need the 1, and it kills that thing off. And I'm going to be reclaiming with Shadows next turn, and this will I can play Concealing Shadows, and Dahan take no damage from Ravaging Invaders this turn. So this is actually really, really good. So yeah, I'm going to gather into here and pull both of these guys in, and kill off this guy. That's definitely the right way to go. Okay, so we knew that that was going to blight. That's no big deal. Defend 12, by the way, is excellent. Chef's kiss. Mwah. And they're exploring into coastal lands. Lovely. Really wish I had ocean on the board right now. All right. Okay, I had no slow powers, apparently. All right, I think a good plan here is to try to go for a gain power card, because then I unlock my ability to do 4. So I can grab a minor power that costs 1 and still be able to play both of my cards. So I can still play Pillar of Living Flame on land number 2 and deal a ton of fear again. So I think I'm definitely going to do this. And I think coming into over here is not a bad idea. But it has to be here. I can only go to here. And do I really want to be here? Yeah, sure, why not? I should have some defense, like some defense somewhere. All right, let's see what we get. Ooh, Lure of the Unknown. Love that card. Look at this. Oh, I love this card. This is a lot better on Shadows, but like this is pretty good. Oh, and hello, Entrancing Apparitions. Yes, please. This is also excellent. Oh my gosh, this is a really good draw. I'm gonna have some, like, what do I want? Ooh. Lure of the Unknown is just great because it provides both of the things I need. Call of the Dahan Ways is also really good because it lets us replace a town with a Dahan. And, like, again, I keep in mind that I have a moon uncovered, so even if I play this by itself, I already have 2 moons to get the threshold here, so I can replace a town slowly. Whoo, this is a heck of a draw. Holy moly. Like, again, like, all of these are valid options right now. They're all very good. They all have moon. Most, I'm kind of taking this out just because, like, I'm already dealing a ton of fear, and, like, this is just 2 fear and maybe defend 3. Like, nah. But this, defend 2, and if no invaders are present, gather up to 2 more. 2 explorers. Like, that's good. Replacing a town. This does give me a beast. I might want to try to go for a beast. But this turn particularly, if I... Man, I really wish I had a beast. So what I'm looking at is the innate powers here. So I need a moon and an air to trigger the first level, which I do want, so I can see what's coming. But I need a moon and a beast to finish this off. So there's no way to get both of these. But I think seeing what the fear card is a lot more valuable, so I think this is probably the way to go. Because the flexibility of being able to just gather a town pretty much anywhere is too good, and it's costing 0. So I'm actually going to net positive here. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and play both of these cards because that's what I'm doing. Okay. We're reclaiming cards here. And I think I need to... I'm going to get a major power here. And the reason for that is next turn, I'm going to focus on getting my energy going. And so I'll be able to play that later. Vigor of the Breaking Dawn is very good. Again, this is really good for me because it has both moon and fire, but 2 damage per blight in target land. I don't actually... Like, I have not blighted the island all that much. Like, it's doing really well right now. Like, over here, I have 2 blight, but, like, I've only blighted once, really? Wow, I guess I have been controlling this pretty well. Okay, so what do we want? So this is good for our innate ability, but like being able to put out another presence and defending 20 there, that's pretty good. Just being able to add another presence out every turn is really good, with the added ability that we're defending for 20 on top of that. I'm really considering this. Because this is not going to deal all that much for me, and it's 4 costing. So I'd prefer to do this and accelerate my growth track so that I can get out a ton more energy. Keep in mind that, like, once I get past this one, like, if I can get 6 energy per turn, I can start just playing, again, going super heavy on major powers and going heavy fear. So I think this is a good, like, flex pick right now. I'm not going to be able to play it this turn, but... Okay, what am I getting rid of? I need to get rid of something. What am I not going to play? And also, what isn't really supporting me right now? I think this is probably fine to get rid of right now. This was like an emergency pick. And this is this is perfect for Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, but It happens. This just happens. All right, so let's forget this one. Okay. So what are our problems this turn? So we've got Ravaging and Sands. Like, that's just a problem. That's going to be a problem. We knew it was going to be a problem. But we can play Concealing Shadows, which make it so that Dahan take no damage. And we could push one more in here so that we could kill off a bunch of stuff. And that's fast. So I think this is good because now I can target. Again, keep in mind if you're unfamiliar with shadows, when I use a power, I can pay an energy to target a land with Dahan, even if I'm not there. So I'm not here, but this is range 1, so that's fine. But this is range 0, so I want to target this land, but there's a Dahan here anyway. So okay, so I think this is. Oh, I can play one more card. No, I can't. And for I already gained my energy this turn, so I'm not getting another energy. And if I want to use this here, I need to be able to save an energy to be able to pay for it. So I'm going to have to hold off on a turn to be able to do anything with this, but I think this is the right pick for me. Okay, let's do this. Yep. All right, sometimes you just gotta take a slow turn and just do a slow roll. All right, so where is the problem with us here? So sands are ravaging. This doesn't matter. This does matter, but we're taking care of this. So yeah, I know this is Nightmare in the Coastal Mountain. Like, this guy is not here. That's what I was trying to say. Again, call to isolation. I'm just going to do this here, pushing one Dahan into here. And then Concealing Shadows. I'm going to target this land. It costs energy to do that, but I get a fear. And with 3 Dahan here, I'll be able to kill a ton of stuff. All right, so Lure of the Invaders. I think the only spot that I can actually target is land number 5 here. Because that's the only place without an invader. Yeah, my board over here, sorry, my board. When I say Bringer's board, board B. Hey, B for Bringer. I didn't even. And C for Shadows. The C is silent. So this board is not going to be this is going to be a problem, but I just need to deal with it. All right, so yeah, I think I can target this and pull this Explorer in here so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, gathering that one in. Okay, so now Invaders. Okay, let's see what Fear card we're going to get. And I do want to know because it's going to happen next turn. Each player removes 1 Explorer or Town from a land with 2 or fewer Invaders. That's really good. Okay, so I know that this is, like, both of these lands they are basically dealt with next turn. Because these are both going to build a town. But both players will be able to... Where are the cards? Here we go. Both players will be able to remove a town from a land with 2 or fewer invaders, which means that both of these lands I can take care of. This land will be mostly taken care of for next turn, but not completely. I really wish I could have pulled one more Dahan in here. This would have been able to wipe out everything, but... C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Alright, and we're dealing 1 fear. Where are we dealing 1 fear? Right there. It doesn't really matter as long as I can target a land with myself and invaders. Right, that dies. Oh, hey, that land doesn't actually get anything anyway. Nice. Okay, so this did blight. Nah. I want to kill the city. I want to kill the town. So that's 5, and it's. I don't think I can actually kill that last town, unfortunately. I want to kill the city and the town strictly for the fear. I'm going to get another city next turn, unfortunately. But this should be fine. This should be fine. Okay, they explore into mountains, and I have to add another town. I think it's fine to add it in the jungle. And we do not want to build here. I think it's fine to build here too. Yeah, that's fine. Again, that was for the Brandenburg Prussia. I'm playing against like just the stage 2 escalation. I'm trying to go for fear victory, you know, create content and be spooky, but that means I'm playing on a slightly easier difficulty so that I actually have success and I can have like a good conversation with the viewers and not get absolutely demolished. Also, Shadows is not ideal to play on high levels of difficulty unless you're playing one of the new Jagged Earth expansion adversaries. There's some really good expansion adversaries there. All right, Pillar of Living Flame. Let's murder things. Okay, and I have to target a jungle. Not a jungle or wetland. Doing this here. Oh boy. So now I can deal 5 damage. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then 1 and 2. In case you didn't know, I'm getting a lot of fear. Alright, this is going to move here. Alright. And now, this is why. So I'm going to pick this just because I'm going to do this, and I'm going to come over here. Do I want to do it from here? Or here? I'm on here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm here because I need to play Indomitable Claim, and I think I'm going to be Spooky Scary Skeletons. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Mantle of Dread here. Because I want, again, it's just 2 fear innately. And even more? Yeah, I think that's good. Or Dahan movement, maybe? Kind of like Dahan movement. Because that's 3 more fear on top of that. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Also, we can gather and explore. Yeah, that's good. All right, so now we need to reclaim our cards. Ooh, or we could reclaim 1. Do we want to just reclaim 1? No, we don't. We want to reclaim cards and get a power card. I think we've got a really good combo here. We just need to build up our energy. So let's gain a minor power. Hopefully we get some fear stuff. Look at that. Look at that. That's excellent. And we have a ton of fire, so we're going to get even more fear. Or mother effing elemental boon. We talked about this earlier. So elemental boon with both of these guys are just really good because we have a lot of overlap, like a ton of overlap, which means that I'll be able to... yep, elemental boon's happening. Oh, that's most certainly happening. Okay, so where did that go? Elemental boon. Bring that out here. Okay, look, let's not you. We're gonna be able to get this level here. This is really good. So destroy up to 2 explorers, 1 fear per explorer invades. So I can gather 1 and then kill everything. So this is gonna be really good. Okay. And I think I want to cause some fear. I'm gonna defend here. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Where's my? Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Dread Apparitions. This lets me defend 1 here. I'm just worrying about this land right here. Wait, no. Coastal lands are ravaging this turn. Oh, this is a coastal land. It's the Cliffs of Despair. It's a coastal land in the mountains. So I'm going to do this and pull off Night Terrors so I can defend for 2 here. And I'll be able to pull this Explorer into here. Again, I'm going for a terror victory, so I don't really care that more things are showing up. It just means that I have more things to kill. So I'm not super concerned about that. So this will work. This will definitely work. I'll be able to 1 fear plus the 1 from here, and I can get this is fine. I'm gonna get I'm gonna be able to get to level 2 of this, so I'll be able to defend 3 here. So that's fine. Finish playing cards. Okay, so first things first, I need to defend here. Next thing is I need to target you, and you need to gain a moon, a fire, and a beast. And then Indomitable Claim. We're going to Indomitable Claim over here. Pulling out another thing here. So that's defended for 20 now. Again, this is just... I don't want this to blight again. So being able to Indomitable Claim and just be like, nope, this is mine now, is just invaluable. So... And where do we need to make it so that things are not going to build? So I could block this build. This is going to build no matter what. I can't pull all of these out. So it's probably best just to focus on getting... I can kill both of these things. Excuse me. Oh, within 2 of a sacred site. Ah, 1 of a sacred site. Curses, I can't target this one. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. I can do... Yeah, I can do this. Pull you. And undo. Not that one. Pull you. There we go. And then I can kill 1 and 2 of those guys, and that deals 2 more fear. There we go. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm already powered up here. No, okay. I was like, can I get target spirit gains an element they have 1 at least of? No, it's not going to work. Excuse me. Ooh. No, that's not going to work. It's because to power up the next level, you actually need 2 of them. So I'm already completely powered up with all of my innate powers here. So I don't really need to worry about the level 2 of that. But let's just open up this one. We know, like, we already earned this, so we know that this is going to be a thing, but... Okay. Okay, 2 damage per Dawn there. That's really good. So we can plan for that. And sure, you can have another moon, because you're super scary. And a skeleton, turns out. Alright. And we're going to cause fear, and we're going to cause fear right here. Okay. Fear. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. So I think we're going to just remove the 2 towns so that we're not as scared by them. Dealing with explorers is super easy with the Shadows characters, so I'd prefer to just get rid of towns. We already have a ton of concentration of big value targets for the high level stuff that Bringer of Dreams... I'm going to call him Bodan. Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, Bodan. So Bodan has plenty of targets for both of these guys, so I'm less concerned about that. Let's see here. So let's do this one and get rid of that, and let's do that one and get rid of that. Also, they're in lands with blight, so it's just best to not let them do that. Fearlet card number 2. Let's see what we get. Well, in case we didn't have enough fear, enough defense. We have enough defense now. Alright, so I forgot that this is ravaging here. I should have defended here with this guy. Oh well, I miss things here sometimes, so let's kill off this town, get an extra fear. That's gonna ravage, and that's gonna be fine, and this... Okay. Okay, so lots of fear happening. Excuse me, what happened to the counterattack? Oh, I need to finish the cascade. Okay, cascading here is fine. Okay, so I can deal 2 damage here and kill that. Oh, that was a bummer. Forgot the Dahan were there. Okay, so now cities just need to be destroyed, but that's not going to happen. There's too much happening. And I need to add a town somewhere where there's not. I don't want to add in a jungle. I guess we can add there. That's fine. And is this fine? This is fine. Okay. So this is getting pretty scary right now, but we should be able to come out of it. I made a big mistake not defending here instead of defending here. I just saw a lot of blight happening here. All right. Okay, so Ravaging in Mountains. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make Bodan have the Mantle of Dread, which is very fitting, and I'm going to cause him to push this explorer into here and this town into here as well. So again, just concentrating as much as we can into one land is always good. And then Favors Called Due. This makes it a little bit more difficult. Because I do want the 3 fear from this. So I need to gather Dahan into a land and outnumber invaders. And that means that I'm probably, you know what? I'm actually probably going to do this and gather both of these guys in here and this guy. Probably should get this guy out too. And Dahan are super scary right now, so. Oh, I need to can I undo that? I want to undo that. Do you know why? Because I know that this is earned now. So each player chooses a different land with Dahan. Invaders take 2 damage per Dahan there. Oh, this changes things. Oof. 2 damage per Dahan is a lot. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do both. Yeah, I can only deal, I think, where are the, I just need to be able to highlight Dahan. I want to see Dahan. Can I double click Dahan? No, I can't double click Dahan. I could kill this city. The city's just kind of a pain in the side. But I mean, it's not really, like, it's not a huge deal right now. Because there's only, like, this is only adjacent to 2 Dahan. This is only adjacent to 2 Dahan. This is adjacent to 2 Dahan. The only place that could actually do something is probably here. And we could still get sand here. The next explorer could be sand. It's either sands or wetlands. Because if it's sands, this becomes super valuable because the next fear card will demolish this completely. But I won't get... Wait, no, there's only 2 Dahan adjacent to this too. Ah, man! Curses. Okay, so I think I'm still going to do this. I'm going to do this. It's... Oh, man, that... I guess my Dahan placement was not ideal, but... You live and learn. That's kind of half the deal. That, like, playing Spirit Island, it's just trying to deal with managing expectations with the Dahan. Like, trying to guess where the invaders will show up and just try to get the Dahan where they need to be. Alright, so I'm getting 4 energy this turn. I could get... Ooh, any? I could get any here. I could have up to 9 energy this turn, so I'm not going to be able to play both of these. I can play one of them. How many fear cards do we have to get through? Okay, we need to get through 3 more fear cards, but really that's only like 2.5. So that's what? 16. I need 19 more fear. 19 more fear to win the game. So... what's left in the major power deck? Blazing Renewal is in the major power deck. The reason I'm looking at this is because it's for 5 energy. It's cheaper than the other one. I add two of my someone adds two of their destroyed presence into a single land up to 2 away from your presence. If any was added, 2 damage to each town and city in that land. That's like, that's a ton of fear, and then I can follow it up with like a small amount of damage. Do I have any damage? I don't have any other damage. So I won't be able to play both of those. So I really want to be able to kill a city this turn. The kill. I'm using kill like super like low key. Okay, what else is in the major power deck? We've got Paralyzing Fright, which is very good. And again, I'll have 9. I'll have 7 energy this turn. So I could play. No. Okay, so basically, I'll be able to play 1 major power and 1 minor power. That's all I'm going to be able to do. I'm never going to be able to like get 2 major powers out. Because like Terrifying Nightmares is great for fear, because like I'm guaranteed to have 4 moons, and being able to push a ton of towns and cities is great, but Paralyzing Fright is great too, because I don't think I can actually get the bottom level of that, though. Like, just being able to kill things is really good, and I don't think I'm seeing really much that will help me out here. So I think just adding and getting more energy so that I have the flexibility to do something next turn is probably better for me. Yep. Or I could, again, I have plenty of options down here to be able to play around with things. Ravaging and mountains this turn. So this is going to ravage, and this is going to ravage. So that's a problem. But I'm dealing 5 damage here, which will cause a lot of fear. So I could reclaim. So again, in my discard pile there is... Oh, that's not what I wanted. In my discard pile I have Dread Apparitions, so I could pull that back out and defend this land. That might actually be what I should do. I just make a Sacred Site over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab Dread Apparitions back. No, actually I can't do that. I can't do that. Because that's 7. I need to play Talons of Lightning fast. That's so that I can actually get the fear and damage in here. So that's not going to happen. Is my 0 costing? Wait, not that one. I want this one. Is Elemental Boom going to help me? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Defending 1 is not ideal. I could try to get a bunch of Dahan into... Oh, no, that's not going to happen either. There's no Dahan here. Ah! Okay, so this is a problem, but we might just need to let this blight. Can we deal with this one, though? Let's see. Let's grab a major power with this guy here. Again, I want to make a Sacred Site here, just so that I have that in my back pocket. Let's see what we get for major power. Blazing Renewal. I do have 1 destroyed presence, so me doing this is actually pretty good. And I'll have plenty of energy to play it. And it gets me a fire. I don't have any moon. I will have a moon. This is pretty good. Blazing Renewal might be the option to go for here. Just because I can deal 2 damage to each town and city in a land. That's really good. Because up here, there's 3 towns and a city in one spot, which is really good. This is going to be slow, unfortunately. Yeah, definitely taking Blazing Renewal. This is the right option. And then in my discard pile, getting rid of probably Indomitable Claim now. I got the value that I needed out of it, so I'm probably not need. I probably don't need this right now. And I play both of these. Okay. Another option is I can just come into here. Okay, we're playing that, so that's what we're gonna do. We could hop into here too. No, that's okay. So anyway, we're gonna get energy. That's what we're gonna do, and make. Oh, it has to be in a land with spooky, scary skeletons. I'm just gonna come way over here so I can see stuff. We're gonna do Talons of Lightning, so we can do a ton of fear there, and I want to. Should probably focus on. Yeah, we should just focus on getting a ton more fear. I can gain, because I uncovered here, I can gain one of any. So I could get an extra moon, but I wouldn't get the extra 3 fear. Because I wouldn't be able to, like, backtrack and get... It has to be at least one I have, something I already have, so I won't have this beast. But I think I'm dealing so much else. Is it really going to help me over here? Hold on, let's see. Giving you a moon is going to let you gather, but I don't think that's really super powerful right now. Again, I'm going for a terror victory, so I'm just trying to kill as many things as possible. So I think I'm just going to go and grab this so I can get the second level, just 1 extra fear. I think that's fine. All right, Talons of Lightning. We'll do that in a second. So I'm going to just target here. I'm going to target here. Get 2 fear. I target do that same thing here and just get 2 more fear. Okay, so I've earned a fear card. And then... I mean, let's see what this is. Oh, just remove a town or... Okay, that's great. Talons of Lightning. It's going to happen here. So 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Another fear card. Okay, so we're sitting at 5 more fear and we win the game. Oh, I have to push this. Okay. Sure, move over here. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh my gosh, that's really good. Oh my gosh, I'm really glad I did that. Remember that whenever you destroy a town or explorer with Bodan, you have to push it. You have to push it somewhere else. So I just concentrated this here. Wow. Okay, so I'm doing myself. I'm adding here. I think I just won. Yep, I'm killing 4 towns. Wait, what? No! 1 fear off? Are you kidding me? I thought I had it. Oh, no. Okay, well, you can definitely just destroy presence. That's fine. Blazing Renewal makes it only better. And you can destroy a presence here. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We'll still win. We'll still win. Okay, here we go. So that... Okay, so we get our last fear. Oh my god. I was about to lose my mind. I was like, I thought I had that. I killed so many things. No. No. All right, so that was in the immediate win. That was the scary win. Doing Shadows plus Bodan, you can pretty easily go for a terror level win. It's only good. So I'm going to take a quick break. I need to make sure that my pie, my pumpkin pie is cooling and cool enough so that I can put it in the fridge. But I will be back. I'm going to play another game before I get off today. So if you are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I stream weekdays at noonish to around 2ish or 3ish, depending on what I'm feeling like. And I'll be doing this, Spirit Island, or full narrated walkthroughs of various other things. So if you like hanging out, please subscribe, follow, do whatever you need to hang out more with me. Please give me about 5 minutes to go do my stuff, and I'll be right back.